Hello, third graders. In today's lesson, we are going to estimate differences. Now, hopefully this word estimate sounds familiar to you because when we estimate, that means that we're going to round. We aren't going to use the actual answers. We've already practiced with estimating, only we have so far estimated this word, sums. Now, a sum is the answer when you add two numbers. The answer that you get, that is called a sum. Now, we've already estimated sums. We rounded each number and then we added those together. Today's lesson is going to be very similar, only instead of adding our rounded numbers, we are going to find the difference between them. And when we find the difference between two numbers, that means we are going to subtract those numbers. So let's get into an example here. It says a bakery made 210 pies and 236 cupcakes. About how, I can't even go any further. Remember when we see that word about how many, that should jump right out at you and you should automatically be thinking this word in your head. Rounding. We need to find an estimate. If it says about, it does not want us to use exact numbers for an exact answer. It wants us rounding for an estimate. About how many more? Ooh, this word how many more is a new keyword that's going to tell us to subtract. Just like when you see the word difference, that's a subtraction word. How many more is a clue that we're always going to subtract when we see that. So it says they made 210 pies and 236 cupcakes. About how many more cupcakes did they make? Oh, that's the question, so I need to underline that. When I think about this, about, I know I need to round. How many more pies? I'm going to need this number, and I'm going to need this number because they want to know about how many more cupcakes they made. So it says I need to find about how many, so I need to round. So 210. Here's a question. Should you round to the nearest 100 to estimate? Why or why not? Well, in class, we've been talking about trying to get our estimate to be as close to the actual answer as possible. So in order to get as close to the actual answer, when a question does not tell you whether you should go to hundreds or to tens, always choose to round to the nearest tens. Okay? So 210, here's interesting. If we look at 210, that is already a number that is rounded to the tens. So we don't need to round that number at all. Our other number is 236. If we round 236 to the nearest 10, to do that, we'll circle the digit in the tens place. That 2 is already in the safe zone, so that's going to remain the same. We look next door to that bossy neighbor, 5 or higher. Add 1 more to the digit that we circled. So 3 plus 1 more is 4. And then everything after the digit you circled, remember, turns to a 0. So 236 rounds to 240. So now we come back up and we say, about how many more cupcakes did they make? Well, I need to subtract. So I'm going to subtract 240 minus 210. By the way, just a reminder as we're just getting into subtraction, your larger number always has to be on top in order to subtract. So always keep that in mind. And now we're just going to subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 4 minus 1 is 3. 2 minus 2 is nothing. So the answer to about how many more cupcakes did they make? About 30 cupcakes. And we always give our final answer a label. Let's go to another example here. It says estimate 488 minus 351. Round each number to the tens place. Now, as soon as you see that word estimate, the word round should come into your brain. Whenever you see estimate, you know you're going to need to round. And this time it's telling us round each number to the tens place. We can do that. So if I have 488, I'm going to ask myself, what two tens does 488 come between? Let's look at the digit in the tens place. That 4 is already going to stay the same, so I'm going to go ahead and write that. That's not going to change. But now I need to look next door to see what to do with this digit in the tens place. Is it 5 or higher? Bossy neighbor is. It's an 8. So we add 1 more to the digit we circled. 8 plus 1 more is 9. So I'm going to go ahead and write that digit. And then all the digits after the one we circle turn to zeros. So 488 rounds up to 490 when rounded to the nearest 10. Now we need to check our other number, 351. The digit in the tens place is the 5. So that 3, we're not going to do anything with. We're going to go ahead and write that one. We look next door to the bossy neighbor. Is it 5 or higher? No, it's not. So we're just going to keep the 5 as it is. And then all the other digits turn to zeros. 351 rounds down to 350 when rounded to the nearest 10. Now that we've rounded both of our numbers to the nearest 10, now we're going to subtract them since we're estimating differences. 0 minus 0 is 0. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. 140. Let's try this one together. Whoops. It says estimate 542 minus 225. Round each number to the greatest place value. Now this time it did not tell us tens, it did not tell us hundreds. It told us instead greatest place value. So I'm going to come to my two numbers that I'm subtracting. I'm going to say, this one has ones, tens, hundreds place. That's the greatest place value, the largest place value that it has. So since it has a digit in the hundreds, I'm going to round them to the hundreds. So 542 rounded to the nearest 100. I circle the digit in the hundreds place, and I look next door. Is it 5 or higher? No, it's not. So we just ignore and keep the 5 the same. If it helps you, you can write it next to it. And then we turn everything after our circled digit into zeros. So the 4 becomes a 0. The 2 becomes a 0. So 542 rounds to 500 when rounded to the greatest place value, to the hundreds. So I'm going to go ahead and write that number here. Whoops, I almost put both of my digits in the same place value. We can't do that. Let's erase that. Here we go. 500 for 500. Now we have to round our bottom number. 225. Since I rounded to the hundreds on the top, I have to round to the hundreds on the bottom. It's really important that you round them both to the same place value. So we're going to circle the digit in the hundreds. We're going to look next door. Is it 5 or higher? No, it's not. So the 2 is going to remain the same. And all the digits after become zeros. So 225 rounds down to 200. And now to estimate this difference, we're just going to subtract. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. So the estimated difference is 300. Now you're going to try on your homework. Remember, you're going to round each number to whatever it tells you. Pay very careful attention. You want to know, does it want me to round to the tens? Does it want me to round to the hundreds? Or is it a question like the one that we just did that just tells you look for the greatest place value? You need to be on the lookout to see which place value to round both of your numbers to. And then instead of adding them, this time we're going to practice subtracting to find the difference. All right, do your best work, and I can't wait to see how well you do.